Welcome back, everybody, with Raid Shadow Legends in the Ice Golem tournament. Like I said a few days ago, if you don't have that decrease attack up on the boss, you're going to lose a lot of energy. So now that you've had a chance to go through this, how are you faring? Are you able to go through it and beat it every single time? Are you losing a lot of energy? Are you losing a lot of runs? Well, I looked at my bracket and I saw that there weren't a lot of people playing it. The bracket wasn't very high. I even looked at global, wasn't very high. So I was like, okay, it's been playing for a while now. Nobody's really doing anything. Let me work on my champion. So I did some things with Ithos, with Royal Huntsman, and for Terrell. Terrell is the undying, everlasting Terrell. And even if my champions die right away, this is a YOLO team. We only live once. We try to beat it in a minute and 20 seconds. If we don't get that, then we let Terrell take over and he will solo this boss. Let's get into the battle so you can see what I'm talking about. Also, I noticed something that we could even speed it up with faster. There's something in here that I noticed when we were going through here that we can do even better than what we're doing right now. Because we have 2 AoE decreased defense, that way we can get through these waves quickly. Usually the first wave will be done in 5 seconds. This wave we come here, we get another AoE decreased defense. Then we come in with the Royal Guard, boom, and we're to the boss in like 20 seconds. Sometimes a little bit less, usually around 20 seconds. Now when we're at the boss here, we're going to get an AoE decreased defense every single time. What we need is the Royal Guard to be ready to go now. So if we can make the Royal Guard faster so that the Royal Guard clears wave 1 first and the Ithos clears wave 2, then the Royal Guard will be ready for his takedown earlier. At this time, at the appropriate time. We can still do it we can still win it this way. We can still even get 1 minute and 20 second runs, which I was recording a whole bunch of footage and then I just basically put it on auto and I hit record and I just walked away for like an hour and just let it keep going through fights. And when I noticed that Terrell was doing so well, I went back and looked at his gear and I made him I had him put on a little bit more resistance, and then I changed some of his masteries around so that he could get back more life without having lifesteal gear on. It's pretty exciting. And he will not die. Terrell just won't die. He just keeps going, even against all 3 of these. Even if the boss had 50% HP or more, it doesn't matter. He is so amazing to finish this off. So here we are. We're gonna get. Why did that Royal Huntsman just shoot that one dude with his A3? When the boss was right there and everybody's attacking the boss, it would have been game over already. Weird. Anyways, who cares about the weird AI? We're gonna go through here. We're not gonna skip fights. We're just gonna hit replay. And we're going to get to see what our boy can do when we fail through here. But there, you can imagine if I have Royal Guard go first, take down that wave. Now he's on cooldown for 4 turns. Then we come to here, he gets a couple turns. He gets at least 1 turn in there, in between Ithos. And then we get here, he's going to be ready for takedown sooner. Hopefully he's going to be ready for takedown during this time. This is what we want, around this time here. That way the boss will drop down lower, new minions will come out, we'll be ready, and then if he gets back to 4 turns later on, it's game over. We complete it completely. But if he does, let's see. I'm waiting for us to mess up, and then Terrell's going to have to do it all by himself. I got Terrell, and I have him in stalwart gear. If I put him in lifesteal, I think he would do even better, honestly. I think he would do better in lifesteal gear, but since he already had stalwart gear, I didn't have to mess with anything. I just went in there and glyphed a few things to make sure his resistance was a little higher, his accuracy was a little higher, and made sure his speed was good. And then we're going to come in here. What's pretty amazing about him is with his masteries that I changed around, whenever he does sleep, and he can what he'll do is he'll put up decrease attack on each of these, or at least he'll try to. And now with his resistance so high, we don't have to worry about any of these debuffs, but he'll put up decrease attack. And his A3 will deplete turn meter and put up a stun. Look at that. That leech is up there. The leech is helping him survive. Along with the masteries and assault masteries, whenever you're really low, you get back some life from damage that you do. But he's so tanky too, and he's not taking these debuffs, that it's okay. He can fight through this. So yeah, we might not beat it in a minute and 15, 20 seconds, but we'll beat it still in a fast time, and at least then I've got a backup. I've got a backup to make sure that if I do this YOLO team, I'm always still going to win it, and I'm not going to waste my energy, and that's the biggest thing, right? And if we could ever get a decrease attack up on this boss, we wouldn't have an issue. Like if my Tay would come in there and just hit him with that A1, counterattack even, then we'd be good. But that's what we're going to do. Look, this sleeps up. So we've got masteries that if we sleep somebody and that if we stun somebody, I think it's if you sleep them too on that mastery, that you can put up a leech. And that's working out well for him when he's solo. It's also, you know, when he comes in with that A1 to decrease attack on the boss even by himself right now, he's got plenty of chance to do that. Then again, that A3 can lower the turn meter, and if he depletes the turn meter, he will stun the side champions, and then he's got a chance to put up leech there again. But he doesn't really need it. He's still gaining enough life, and he's got War Master on to do War Master procs. But if I did have him in these same stats, with 220 accuracy, 300 and whatever I've got resistance on him, with lifesteal, then I don't think he would ever drop down. I think he would stay up much higher, because now he's trying to come back. Look, we're trying to get back from death here, and he does it enough, but that one side, that one left minion still does hit pretty hard. Let's go on to the next battle and see if we can see the same thing happen or not. But I did do so many runs, and within those runs, there were a lot of 1 minute and 30 seconds back to back. But again, I need to change. Right here, I need to change so the Royal Guard goes first. Now he can start his cooldown. Ithos will take care of this wave like he's doing right now. He'll do his 2 AoEs. And we'll get through here in what? 17 seconds? Okay, good. Now we're at the boss, and this is where I need Royal Guard to go, because it's this way every single time. You see the decreased defense is up. We have it, so we're ready to pound. Right now, Royal Guard, boom. It would bring the boss way down, you know, maybe to 60% HP, and then he'd be bringing out his side minions, and then we wouldn't have to worry about Royal Guard popping off again, which could cause us, that's what's causing us to die anyways, right? Is him in here is causing us to die. Because we can take these hits here. We got lucky, actually. We have a decreased attack from Terrell who snuck that in. Now, usually we don't always have that. Because see, look, boom, and we're all going to die. Well, usually we'd all die. We would have died 100% if that, well, okay, we're dead now. See, you mess with that boss. You mess with this boss, and you only can use one faction. It is tough. It is really tough. So there we are, resisting everything again. We're coming through here. We're knocking it out. Now, Ithos is amazing. If you don't know, Ithos can do everything in this game, especially since they nerfed Rhodos. We should do an Ithos guide to show you how powerful he is going through Nightmare Clan boss. Going through Nightmare Campaign by himself for farming, going through Arena now, just killing it in Arena and just doing it through waves. Like anything in the game. If you want to run him in Fire Knight, if you want to run him in here, Dragon, it doesn't matter. He's just so damn powerful. It's crazy. We'll start it off with Arbiter before we get to that amazing Terrell, but please look down below and type to us. Let us know how you feel about this. Should it be 4 factions like the Galen pack that we did on the Dragon Run? Should it be Talarians, the top 4? At least then we'd have Stagnite to be able to do the AoE decrease attack. If we had Stagnite, Maneater, or Padma, somebody like that that can spread AoE decrease attack, I don't think we'd have as many failures. We wouldn't. We just wouldn't, and it'd be much better for all of us out there, because not everybody has all these champions. And just let me know. Let me know how you feel about it, if you've been running it and you've been looking at your win-loss rate. That's the most important thing to me. So here's my Arbiter. She's just a regular Arbiter that I use in Arena. You try to get as much speed as possible, get some survivability, you're good to go. My Ithos is loaded up in some Savage gear. His total stats are 6,200 attack. We've got 241. He's in Helm Smasher, right? He's good to go also for the Arena right now. For Arena, you have to use, we don't have to, but to get points in the tournament, you need to use all of one faction. So I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4. All High Elves in there to go through this, the same ones you're seeing right now. Here, I just had some gear on him. I had this destruction gear, so I kept it on him. We need 100% crit rate to get that decreased defense up. He's got low attack because I have him in an HP set. I tried to give him a little bit more survivability, and not deal as much damage on that AoE. I think it's working out okay. And plus, when we use him in Arena for the all faction, it doesn't matter. He's just coming in there to do his AoE decreased defense. But we do need to crit on that here. You have to crit to do this, apply the AoE decreased defense, and you still need accuracy. So we've got him at a decent 326 accuracy, and he's still putting out some damage. So he's good to go there. And then we have, there's our Royal Guard is a Royal Guard, you know, regular stuff. We have 3 of them. I don't know which one this is. This one is at 3,900 attack, 300% critical damage. Then we've got the other one. So here is the Terrell that we're using. He's in stalwart gear. He's defense. We need speed. He's got that speed in there for speed boots. Defense again, critical damage, which honestly that could be defense. And then we've got resistance. But a lot of this gear, and it's, oddly enough, we have a 100% chance, almost 100% chance to crit, so we can get more damage out there. I don't think that's not 100% necessary, especially if you want to do lifesteal gear with him, and then get him with all stuff that just has speed, accuracy, and resistance. If you can find things that have speed, resistance, and this doesn't have accuracy. Okay, speed, resistance, and accuracy. There we go. There's a piece with it. And if you could put some glyphs on there, then you can get him at these stats. 308 resistance, 239 accuracy to make sure we get those debuffs up. And then here are his masteries that I put on him. So over here, I'm just going all the way down to War Master. We've got this life drinker is what's giving them that health. We need the life drinker in there. Then also less on critical hits. We want that. And whenever we kill somebody, heals the champion by 10% of their max HP whenever they kill an enemy target. 1 turn cooldown. So he's there soloing, taking out those side minions. It keeps spawning. So whenever he takes one of those out, he gets 10% of his HP. That's really good to have on this one. Of course, anybody gets crit, he's going to get more of a turn. But we do have the Harvest Despair. So whenever we put up a sleep or a stun, which he can do on his own, we get a chance to put up a leech, which will help you out. But this really Soul Drinker is what's keeping us alive. And we don't need the Stalwart because the only damage, AoE damage, we're taking from the boss. But it is good. It's good for that initial hit when everybody gets wiped up. That big hit. But the other hits that the boss he's doing aren't hitting that hard. Really, that one single target is hitting harder. So I think lifesteal gear would be great. So if you have him in lifesteal or you have him in Stalwart, either one, he will take care of you. He's been a beast. So I can go through there with this team. Please let me know how you feel about it all. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I will see you guys all on a video soon.